The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Aspire Counseling Services. Call 829-7300. In the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Remembering those who gave everything in service to our country. This morning, a number of events are happening around the Golden Empire to honor their sacrifices. We'll have details.
Like a mirage, rescuers scouring a forest in Hawaii for a hiker missing for more than 2 weeks make an incredible discovery from the air. The things she did to survive coming up.
An investment in education, the Central Valley, and our children. We'll show you the way the wonderful company is sending hundreds of local students onto higher education and the message behind why they do it. This is Monday, May 27th, 2019. Good morning, and thanks for joining us this Memorial Day morning. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher and Kevin Charette.
And of course, we had quite the weekend this past weekend with a lot of rain, even some thunderstorms.
Yeah, it was definitely a busy weekend in the weather department, and we did see a mix of thunderstorms, rain, funnel clouds once again, and even some higher elevation snow into Kern County. So it was definitely a mixed bag, but things are going to settle down a little bit. We almost reached a record yesterday. Let's talk about that record that we didn't hit. Temperatures kind of spiked in the afternoon, and yesterday's high was only 69 degrees. Now, the lowest high temperature recorded in Bakersfield on the state was 68, and that was back in 1998. So we were almost tied the low max and almost broke it. So we were close, but we did get some rain, and we're going to talk about that and how that all plays out with May in just a little bit. We'll be starting out with a little bit of cloud cover and then mostly sunny this afternoon. By 3 o'clock, 67. We're at 37 in Tehachapi right now with some clouds. A west-northwest wind at 13. Still going to be a breezy day for you. In fact, we have the wind advisory in place until 10 a.m. this morning, where we could still see some localized gusts right around 45 miles per hour. We'll start out in the 30s, and then this afternoon by 3 o'clock, mostly sunny, and we'll be looking at temperatures into the 50s.
It's a day to pause and remember those who've made the ultimate sacrifice. Service members who've died in the line of duty, protecting our nation and freedoms. Volunteers from the 3rd Infantry Regiment stand guard at the Tomb of the Unknowns at Arlington National Cemetery today and every day. The monument is dedicated to service members whose remains have not been identified. People across the country will dedicate time to the fallen during a national moment of silence at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Here at home, flags are waving high this Memorial Day to honor our local heroes. The 1,000 Flags display is up at the park at Riverwalk. This is the 6th year the Bakersfield Rotary Club has put up the Memorial Day show. Volunteers showed up early Saturday morning to set up more than 1,100 flags. Each is placed in honor of the local men and women who've died serving our country. A flag-raising ceremony is happening at 8 o'clock this morning ahead of the Memorial Day Fair. There will be vendors, bands, and other activities to enjoy at the display. And coming up in the next half hour here on Sunrise, 17's Mary Kate Paquette will join us live from the park at Riverwalk with a look at today's event.
Kern County's oldest Memorial Day ceremony is happening once again at 9 a.m. at the historic Union Cemetery on King and Potomac Streets. And I have the privilege of emceeing today's ceremony. And Greenlawn Mortuaries is holding services at its locations in Southwest and Northeast Bakersfield to honor those who've made the ultimate sacrifice. The first is at 11 a.m. at the Greenlawn on River Boulevard. Senator Shannon Grove plans to deliver the keynote speech. The second is at 2 p.m. at the Greenlawn on Panama Lane. Congressman Kevin McCarthy is set to speak at both events.
We've posted a list of ceremonies and events happening around Kern County today. You can find that list on our website, kget.com. Just click on the hot link icon. Meantime, because of the Memorial Day holiday, all post offices are closed. That means there won't be any regular mail service today. Priority Mail Express will be delivered, though. The post office says everything will be back to normal again tomorrow.
Meantime, it's a different story on the same island. We now know the identity of a Sacramento man who died Saturday after a shark attack in Maui. Family and friends say 65-year-old Tom Smiley was swimming about 60 yards offshore when a shark bit him. First responders brought him to shore to perform CPR, but paramedics were not able to revive him. Witnesses say his entire left leg was missing from the knee down. Smiley ran an optometry clinic in Sacramento. He leaves behind a wife, 3 kids, and 6 grandchildren.
A grim start to Sunday morning. The Kern County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a man was found shot to death in front of an East Bakersfield home. It happened just after 7 a.m. on Tony Street, just off Dorothy Street. Deputies found a man who had been shot several times, and they say they also found shell casings in the driveway. KCSO has not released his identity. Deputies are also busy investigating another gruesome discovery, this one in Lost Hills. KCSO deputies found human remains yesterday afternoon. They were in a field near Lost Hills and Weiser Roads. KCSO says there's no sign of obvious trauma, and they've not revealed whether the remains are those of a man or a woman. Anyone with information, though, is asked to call KCSO at 861-3110. After a string of deaths these last few days, Kern County has now seen 34 homicides this year. 9 of them happened just this month. In comparison, May of 2018 saw 7 homicides, though overall by count, our killings are down slightly this year from last. We've covered extensively this topic. 2018 was the deadliest year on record for homicides. At this time last year, there had already been 43 killings. You can find all of this information, plus the latest on the investigations, by going to our website, kget.com. Just click on the homicide tracker icon.
It is 5:08 now and new this morning. Hundreds of students from the Central Valley are headed to four-year universities on scholarship. And it's all thanks to a major Central Valley agricultural company. That benefactor, the Wonderful Company.
You may recognize the name from the wonderful Halo mandarins you pick up at the store, or the huge tracts of almonds and pistachios that the Wonderful Company grows here in Kern County. Each year, Wonderful gives scholarships to the children of its employees, to Wonderful College Prep Academy students, and students from all around the Central Valley who participate in Wonderful Education's Agricultural Career Prep Program. 17's Eitan Wallace was at the Wonderful Education College Scholars graduation Thursday and caught up with one grateful student.
The student with whom I spoke is one of 300 in the Wonderful Education College Scholars Program, headed to four-year universities, a record number to graduate from the program. This is the Wonderful Education College Scholars Class of 2019. 300 students headed to four-year universities with scholarships from the Wonderful Company. In Delano Thursday at the Wonderful College Prep Academy, the students were honored with a special graduation ceremony culminating in the announcement of their college choices.
I'm going to Chico State.
I'm going to Penn State. I'm going to UC Davis. I'm going to San Jose.
Among those excited for the next journey, AJ Torres.
Hi, I'm AJ Torres. I'm going to USC.
Next year, he'll begin his studies at the University of Southern California Viterbi School of Engineering.
That means the world to me. I never thought that I would have ended up at USC.
He says he never thought that growing up because no one in his household ever went to a four-year university.
I'm the first person in my family to go to college.
And Torres is not alone. About 3/4 of this year's graduates are the first in their families to go to college. Torres says the Wonderful Company pushed him towards his goal, giving him hope to one day achieve a higher education.
I've been working for the last 2 years with the Wonderful Education Program, and for me, they've been helping me a lot, getting prepared for college, helping me apply to colleges, and also taking SAT and ACT tests so that I have the best possible opportunity to get into college of my dreams.
All of this, the vision of this woman, Linda Resnick.
Congratulations, you did it.
She is the co-owner and vice chair of the Wonderful Company.
I want people to understand that children, if given a level playing field, will do a great job in school and in life. All they need are the tools, the teachers to love them, the parents to support them, and someone to make sure that they get what they need so that they can go to college and on to a great career.
Since she created Wonderful Education, Wonderful has reached more than 55,000 Central Valley students in 138 schools and awarded over 2,000 college scholarships. Resnick believes this investment in education will ultimately improve the Central Valley.
With only 15% of the people in the Central Valley having a bachelor's degree, you know, when these children come back to the community, we are going to rise up and be seen by the whole world.
Get this, 60% of those who graduated from the program on Thursday are headed to their respective university with 2 years of college credit, getting them that much closer to a four-year college degree. In studio, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.
Hi, I'm Scott with Aspire. I want to personally thank Kern County for trusting Aspire with being a part of your family's recovery. At Aspire Counseling Services, we take this opportunity very seriously and would be honored for your continued support. Call us today.
Welcome back in your 17 Health Watch. Today is the unofficial start of summer, and if you're planning on serving up food at a barbecue today, try to keep salmonella off the menu. The harmful bacteria can multiply quickly in hot and humid weather. The USDA says a safe cookout always begins with clean hands. It's also key to use different plates for raw meats and vegetables. Use a meat thermometer to be sure food is cooked thoroughly. Burgers should reach 160 degrees at their thickest point, right in the middle usually. Chicken should get up to 165 degrees. Also make sure to refrigerate any leftovers within 2 hours.
Knowing how to recognize a stroke can save a life. Memorial Hospital wants to increase that awareness this Stroke Awareness Month. Doctors say the most important thing you can do is think fast, as in face, arms, speech, and time. One of the warning signs is if the person's face begins to droop only on one side. Ask if they can raise both arms without one drifting down. Another symptom, if the person begins to slur their words or have problems talking. And finally, but most importantly, time. If you notice any of these things, call 911 right away because time is of the essence. If you'd like to learn more, the hospital's holding a lunch and learn at 11:30 today inside Founders Hall at the hospital on 34th Street. You can call 324-7070 to RSVP.
Washington State is on high alert after another confirmed measles case. This time, a baby girl may have exposed others to the extremely contagious virus. Health officials say a 6-month-old who visited a Seattle hospital has measles, but children aren't able to get their first dose of the vaccine until they're 12 months old. The CDC says it has confirmed at least 880 cases of the measles since the beginning of this year. 47 of those cases reported here in California. Welcome back. It is 5:27 now, and Americans are celebrating Memorial Day today in a variety of ways. Wallet Hub says more than 45% are likely to take advantage of Memorial Day deals. They'll spend an average of $486 today. Shoppers can expect 20% to 80% off home goods and spring clothing. Many stores also offer freebies and discounts to veterans and active duty service members today. Memorial Day is also one of the biggest grilling holidays of the year, and if you need a little help with your grilling plans today, Longhorn Steakhouse is opening its grill hotline. The Grill-Us hotline is available today from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. our time. A team of grill masters are standing by to provide expert tips and tricks on how you can perfectly grill up those steaks, burgers, and more. For grilling assistance, call 1-855-LH-GRILL.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Aspire Counseling Services. Call 829-7300.